Look at your little baby bro.
Okay.
We are not orphans.
Orphans?
That's how big it is.
These kids say the silliest things. Okay, go.
Good, I can keep an eye on
The monster.
the monster while we do this.
Hey guys, welcome to our vegetable garden
Tour.
tour. As you guys all know, we love growing our own like vegetables and fruits and foods and stuff like that. So Doug built this for me for Mother's Day last year in May. It's brand new, not even a year old yet. And he built me 4 boxes. You would think that it took a long time, but it actually didn't. It took less than a day.
It was the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time in our hands.
I think the hardest part was just getting the materials because everyone was trying to do gardening at that time. So like, it was like long line at the Home Depot and just trying to like get all the materials and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to share this with you because we turned this little plain lawn / Opie's toilet into something super zen. We love coming out here. We used to never come in the front lawn, but now we actually come outside and grab a glass of wine and just like hang out here and look at our garden.
It's fun to grow your own food, and I personally hate going to the market.
Yes.
That's my motivation.
But one of the biggest reasons why we have this vegetable garden is that we love getting our kids involved in the growing process, and they love seeing from buying these little baby plant to like growing it into your own food, and they just have this like appreciation for food, right?
It's kind of easy to get them to eat veggies when they see it grow.
Yeah.
Because they think
And they
it's
pick
good.
it,
Yeah.
and they see it grow, and they see it go into like daddy's like dinner or like breakfast, and there's something about it that they can really appreciate the food. And I feel like they don't waste food as much, especially like our chicken, like when Doug makes like breakfast in the morning or eggs or something, like they definitely don't waste food as much because they know that it comes from our chicken. So yeah, so this is our garden.
Tell them what it used to look like.
Okay, you guys can see this picture. Doug built a couple garden boxes maybe 6 years ago.
Didn't know what the hell I was doing.
We didn't know what we were doing. We just knew that, let's just build some garden boxes so we can, grow our own vegetables. And we used the wrong wood.
We used treated wood.
Which you guys should not do.
Probably shouldn't do.
But the width was still. The width wasn't as wide, so it wasn't great for growing. It was too compact. It was like almost like a jungle.
We crammed too much.
Too
much food in one box. So it's like you had spinach fighting with kale.
Yeah, it was
with
just
tomatoes.
a jungle. Like the zucchini and squash were all over the place. They were just like every plant was trying to find their way out and stuff like that, and it was just like a nightmare. But
So we ended up ripping that garden out, and that's where the chicken coop now resides.
yeah.
And then Opie's big old toilet here, we decided to turn that into this garden here.
Yeah, so it's really nice and zen out here. I have like a bunch of blueberry bush growing, a plum, an apple tree, goji berry tree growing. We have, right now it's still considered like winter / spring, so all these vegetables were planted early winter. So we only have like radishes, chives, onions, broccoli, cauliflowers, bok choy, some lettuce, and kale. These are still from summer last year. These kales are amazing. And yeah, that's basically what we have. But we're super excited.
Now what do I poop, Dad? Where's my toilet?
Super excited for the upcoming season because we're gonna plant so much yummy stuff this season, and I'm learning so much, about vegetables and planting and growing, and tomatoes. Tomatoes is probably one of my favorite things to grow. Even though they're kind of hard, it's not as easy as you think. A lot of like techniques actually comes in, you know, and we'll share with you guys later down the line. But we're super excited for summer. Summer, there's so many vegetables that we can grow, and Doug makes the most amazing eggplants. Eggplants was pretty amazing. We had eggplants almost every day last summer because we were growing way too many eggplants.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good yield on the sucker.
Yeah, it comes sucker.
Damn it.
Sucker! So he has to do push-ups every time he say the word sucker. So look at him. He said it again.
Damn you, Jackie. Friend Jackie called out that every time on the stupid camera I say the word sucker as my filler.
A lot.
Especially when I'm doing those cooking things.
You guys go back to those videos and watch it.
Apparently, like if you took a shot every time I said the word sucker, you pretty messed up at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, you know, I try not to say it anymore. It was, we looked at where the sun hits the whole yard. And throughout the entire day, like what area gets the most, what area gets some shade. Like apparently veggies are very like finicky. Would have thought getting about, you know, all day sun, part sun, all that kind of stuff. So depending on what you want to grow, you want to at least get a good understanding of where the shadows are, where the morning sun is, which areas of the yard gets the most sun, all that fun stuff. So that's the first thing we did looking out here. We noticed where we get the most sun, most consistent sun throughout the entire day is this back area. So essentially we built 4 boxes. This is a 4x8, a 4x8, 12x4, and that is just a pit where we put Abel when he's bad.
Abel? Abel, say hi. Hi, Coco.
Going back to this is where we get the most sun. So during the spring and summer, tomatoes come here because you got a whole bunch of sun over here.
It's like 8
like-
hours, more than 8 hours, yeah.
This is like second place. This is like third place. And this is the fourth where you get a little bit more shade. So kale thrives in kind of these areas. Some mixed greens thrives in these areas.
Yeah,
So-
kale, lettuce, and like spinach. They're good with like around 4 to 6 hours, so
Yeah.
this is where.
We used 4x4s. So in other designs where you'll see like a 2x4, and then you need like this, you know, corner 4x4 just to kind of anchor everything in place. We found it easier and kind of look cooler just to have big old logs and just fasten them together. So see kind of like an alternating pattern here. These are just 4x4s. You get these giant screws, drill them in, gap them together. I'll go through kind of a tools list later, but it just looks better. We went the other way before and it was not as nice looking. It was actually harder to build because you have more parts, but this is just laying like almost like Jenga with the power drill. Look in the bottom here. It kind of keeps the weed from growing. Weeds still come through, but if you don't have it, you're gonna have like crap coming out of your gravel. This is probably 3 to 4 tons worth of gravel right here. It took about 2 truckloads. Super fun thing to do if you got a truck. You just go there. It's like in and out, man. You like tell them what you want. You have a big tractor, drop off a bunch of rocks, and you check out. You don't even get out of your car. It's pretty cool. If you don't have a truck, get a truck because that's the most important car you should have in your life. So we had a lot of space to work on, and the big thing about these long boxes, you want to be able to access it from both sides, right? So not me, because it's Tiff that does it, but I mean, essentially, if you're coming here and you got food plant over here, it's just easy to get to.
On both sides,
If this was flushed against the fence, if you're pain in the butt just to like reach over and grab stuff,
Yeah.
so it's a lot easier just to walk around. You can have 2 different varieties of food growing here. So this is a radish.
Get all the way. Yeah.
That's a radish. I thought it was beet. I forgot.
Beautiful. And we could actually eat the leaves, so.
Yeah. These cool things. I like to brag and say I built it myself. I totally did not.
You could have lied.
Prefab, hog wire fenced. I will get you new set from Home Depot. They're usually sitting outside and they're like, I forgot how much they're like $80, 60 to 80 bucks. And we just added some 2x4s, drilled it in, support support, and they're great. So the pole beans, they come right up it. You can see from the previous season, they're still kind of wrapped around. And they're like aliens, man. It's the coolest thing to watch. They grow up from here, and they'll just latch on and they start growing. It's just like wicked cool. Definitely very useful because otherwise.
Ooh, this year we're gonna grow bitter melon. That's gonna be fun.
Chinese people like that. I don't like bitter melon. You know why? It tastes bitter.
I like it.
What we did, you don't have to, but if you have a big yard, highly suggest figuring it out, is run some water pipes.
Oh.
This line already existed. I was able just to cut this line and start routing our entire sprinkler system. It sounds a lot scarier than it really is, but it's not. Like, you just kind of draw it out. This was the existing line. We know we need to feed this bed. We need one entry point for this bed, that bed, that bed, that bed. So you come in here and they're like the kids' little like pipe toys. You know, the elbows, you got the T's.
Yeah.
Same crap. So it's just like adult toys. This whole thing is like adult playground.
And you know, if you guys go to your local landscape or irrigation, if you guys have any of that store, I mean, people will help you there.
Yeah.
They're super helpful.
Now the elbow feeds into this tubey thing right here, and then the local store will tell you which levels of tubes you get based on what you want to grow. And then, you know, for that tea, we routed it all the way over here.
These are drip system. It drips. So you don't want to ever like spray your plants. So these are like a drip system where there's little holes, which it drips water, like very, very delicate. Not delicate, what's that word?
Very slowly. And
Slowly.
You only do it for 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, you do
And
like
you
10
actually
minutes.
recommend it not to even do it every single day.
Yeah, it depends on your location though.
Yeah, the
Some
biggest advice that we
places-
got was touch your soil. See how it's just moist? That means you got enough going on, you know? If it's dry, increase it.
Yep.
So like you might go online and say you should water this like X amount of days, this many hours. Start, you know,
Yeah.
with your own and test it. This is kind of like anything else. Like there's no one size fits all.
Yep.
Just every dirt reacts differently to your environment and all that. So
Hope you guys like our vegetable garden little tour. We would love to encourage you guys to build one on your own. Build something small. It doesn't have to be this big. It doesn't have to be this much management. Like
you can get a lot of freaking food out of one box. Like just
one box.
8x4, 8x2. You'd be surprised. Like just start with
one.
and then as you grow, you can still use that and then build more.
Yeah, like I would just do something small, right? Like a small one 4x8 and just do one, and then just like test the water and just see how much, what you guys like eating. Some of the easy vegetables to grow would be zucchini and squash and tomatoes. These are super easy, or like cucumbers. It's pretty easy. So it doesn't.
We need to go play.
Go play.
It doesn't require that much maintenance and stuff like that. So always grow stuff that you're gonna eat, right?
Yeah.
If you don't eat eggplants, don't grow it.
Yeah. Also look at the yield on stuff too. Like
Yeah.
for example, strawberries.
Yeah.
If you ever go strawberry picking, if you haven't, do it. Kind of fun for the kids, but on the side.
Yeah.
If you ever look at a big like strawberry field, you'll realize that it takes freaking forever, and then like you get one good strawberry for every like 3 or 4 very average or tiny ones, and
Yeah.
then you spend all this time on like if you have this one little thing full of strawberries, you're gonna eat like one. It's fun to do, don't get me wrong,
But you guys have to pay attention to our channel because we're gonna build something really cool for because Sadie and Cody and our kids, they love strawberries, but we're gonna do a little strawberry fence. So it's gonna be super fun. So you guys make sure you guys subscribe to our channel so that you guys can get notified when it comes. So I think that's the best part about growing is that we get to share with our neighbors in our community and like our family. Like all these like summer vegetables, we just literally just giving away all these vegetables, which is so amazing. Because you were to buy something at the market, it's like $3 or $4, but you get to give it away because you're growing it. It's like such a good feeling. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching.
They're not
You know, this is probably one of my favorite videos because I love my vegetable garden and I love growing vegetables, and my kids love planting and growing and picking.
I love veggies.
And this is a big part of the reason why we have this out here. So I can't wait to share more videos with you guys, you know, on our, you know, planting our summer vegetables and just seeing it, the process, and seeing it grow from this little plant to this humongous, you know, fruit. And you know, so we can't wait. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video. You guys know the drill, okay?
We are not orphans.
Orphans? These kids say the silliest things. Okay, so thank you, and we make sure to like this video and make sure to subscribe. We'll see you at the next video.